You ever see that movie?
Yes. The original and the remake.
Which one is it Hills Have Eyes 2? Which one is it where they rape the girl in the trailer? Oh my gosh. This is scary movie. No. This one was bad. This one was terrifying. Like,
yeah, I think the first
traumatizing.
It is. It is. Okay, well,
okay,
Hills Have Eyes, 1978. Hopefully this question has nothing to do with what was just spoken about. Okay, it does not. Right. Eric Bischoff said it's pointless for AEW to keep throwing verbal jabs at the WWE if they're not going to do anything about it. Meaning AEW won't go head-to-head with Raw or SmackDown. If AEW came on at the same time as Raw or SmackDown, what do you think the outcome would be? But doesn't it? It does. Rampage.
Well, NXT, I think. Oh, SmackDown and Rampage? No.
Rampage and SmackDown are on at the same time?
What's the Friday
It's an hour after, right?
It comes on at 10, right after SmackDown.
After, okay. Interesting.
Well, I mean, Eric Bischoff's a smart individual. I mean, I don't know, but he was just on WWE, so it could be the same thing as a bigger thing. He's defending WWE. He's there in the Hall of Fame a bit and everything else. But he's a businessman. I think if he could work with AEW, he probably would if he felt it was right. So I don't think he's going to be too biased. But yes, I don't understand the verbal jabs either. I don't know why you're not concentrating on your own product and just building it up and stay in your lane and not worry about what's going on there. Just make your company the best you can and get all your ducks in a row with your own company. I don't get the point of that. I never have, even in the attitude that the
WCW,
the Monday Night Wars and all that stuff like that. I get it if you go back and forth, but I didn't get making the jabs at each other. But then again, maybe that's what got people to watch, and maybe that's what they're trying to recreate in a sense to get people to watch and pay attention. But at the same time, if they're making the jabs and you're the only ones making the jabs, it comes across kind of whatever. If WWE's just like ignoring it, like it doesn't matter, they're just carrying on. And what point is it to do that? So at some point, you got to reevaluate the direction you're in. But AEW has so much potential, so much talent, like with CM Punk, Bryan Danielson. There's a lot of guys getting lost in the shuffle now that were prominent at first. You know, we've talked some about it with like Brian Cage. I think last week we talked about it. I'm surprised I remember anything from last week. I was so tired. But it was something about he was looking for the answer or something.
Yeah.
Right. And then, but I mean, in reality, they got a really big roster of talent now, and they got a lot of young guys that we're going to hang their hats on, that they're trying to figure out what to do, and they're letting them ride their contracts out, some of them. And so I think there's a lot of stuff, a lot of people, I think mid-year and then into the end of this year, going to be a lot of stuff and a lot of things coming out. Some stuff like the Big Swole stuff. There'll be more stuff like that coming out probably. Maybe not with maybe the diversity. I don't know, but it'll be of that nature. Like contracts will be ran out, or some people just want to leave before they run out. I don't know. And it's just business, and all ends really. It's business, like it's numbers. How many people can you really keep on? So, but taking jabs, I don't think it makes any sense. I think you should just really just get your house in order, because they have enough talent to have a tremendous company, really. And they got the money, all the assets, they got the television. They can make it great. I think worry less about. Of course, you got to watch them and what they're doing. You know, you got to be competitive with your products, but worry less about taking cheap jabs at them. Just focusing on success and pushing forward. Yeah.
Preach.
That's all.
Preach.
But competition is great, and competition is good. You need more competition.
I agree.
Yeah, that's more wrestling for more of my students and friends and people I know on the door and want to do great. So the more out there, the better it is. So I wish success to everyone, and then some. I don't want to see MLW gone. Hated seeing Ring of Honor go. Hopefully it'll be back, but I don't know. It seems bleak. TNA is still hanging in there, which they're in town this week or sometime soon. I think they're Impact. Yeah, I call it TNA.
It's the TNA.
Yeah, so confusing. Impact. So Impact might be the last hanging third big company, right? And New Japan's still going. So I don't know. The more companies, the better. So because it gets hard being a trainer. You train a lot of people at very few companies. You just don't know what to tell them. So like, I'm very grateful that CCW is running as many shows as they are. It's giving them something to do and some place to hone their craft in and get better at, because it's a scary world out there if you're hanging your hat on it to do it for a living. So on that note,
we're gonna
stay positive.